We're going to be heading back to Miami, Florida. It's 2,738 miles from where I am right now until my house, and we're officially going to start. So here we go. We've got 69,052 miles, and I'm excited. Good morning, everybody. So it's the next morning. We made it here to Apache Junction last night, and it was a fun day. Had all kinds of fun with Brownie. Starting out with the overheating issue, pulling out the thermostat, and then the whole day I just was chasing that, which is fine. Today, we're back here in Apache Junction. Right now, I'm going to be taking this back over to Gerald and Cole's. We're going to put a new radiator in it, new thermostat in it, and we're gonna do the rear main seal because I'm leaking a lot of oil. So right now, we're gonna go there. Made it back over. Just made it back over here to Gerald's and Cole's. Let's figure out what all they did. They didn't want to be on camera, but I just got my invoice paid. Tons of work got done between last week before we went out to California, and then since we got back from California, I had them do a little bit more. And figured, let me read over everything that we did. Hopefully you can hear me. Their C10's a little bit loud. But basically, Brownie now should be ready for me to make the 2,700 mile home trip. So we started out with doing fuel filters, fuel hose, fuel pump. He did all of that last week, and basically originally when we left Florida, this had the mechanical fuel pump, and on the trip we put in a small electric and tried and made it. I mean, we made it to Santa Monica, but it wasn't good enough, so we got it back here. He put in all new fuel lines, a much bigger pump, and he also put in right over here, you could see inline fuel filter. And then since yesterday, they put a bunch of stuff. So we did radiator, oil pump, main bearing gasket set for the rear main, oil pan gasket, coolant hose, top and bottom, thermostat gasket. And basically what that means is we got a fresh radiator, so we shouldn't be overheating. And then everything underneath you can't really see, but there's no oil leaks anymore. And I was leaking like a quart a day, so that's a lot better. I'm really happy about that. Right now I am I'm gonna be going to Travis's, gonna pack up all my stuff, give them some hugs, and hit the road. This Sunday is my birthday. I'm gonna be 33, and I missed Father's Day, I missed my anniversary. I don't want to miss my birthday, so I really want to get home. Can't wait to see the wife and kids, and that's that. So let's start burning some miles. I just finished getting all of my stuff packed up. How cool is that? I just love seeing these two together. It is so cool. Both 78s. But this is the last time they're going to be together for now. Don't know when the next time will be. But Twix will be staying here, and we will be heading to Florida. So 2,344 miles from where we are right now till my front door in Florida. And I'm not really sure exactly where we're driving or any of that stuff. I know we're heading towards Florida, taking I-10. So we're just gonna keep driving. I'm gonna stop when I get tired, and that's basically the plan. So right now, we're gonna start cruising. I love this place. Every time I visit Amber and Travis, when it's time to go, I get real sad. I mean, just look at that view. Arizona. I don't know exactly. I think it was like 40-50 miles. Not too far. And the truck is starting to spit and sputter. And the last time I fueled up was in the last video when I went with Lou to the Costco. I'm not sure if I actually recorded that for the video or not. But it was in California yesterday. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be the issue. We'll find out after I fuel up. And yeah. So it clicked at 125. We got 27 gallons. Let's keep going. Just added 25 more, so that's about 52, 53 gallons. She is all full. I'm gonna top off the 5-galloner because you never know. We are back cruising, and I figured let's keep track of the mileage. So right now we're at 69,465. Let's see what we do to the next gas stop. Pulled over. We are in New Mexico, land of enchantment. So truck's driving good. Want to just pull over, get a quick pic, and let's get back in. Decided to pull over here to the gas station and fuel up because I have no idea how much fuel I have. I don't have a fuel gauge. So I was like, I've been driving for a long time. I should probably pull over. So just did that. And we're doing good. So I'm gonna keep cruising. So we ended up filling up twice. We did 14 plus 24 for a total of 38. And I did the math. We drove 313 miles from the last address. So that's an average of about 8.25 miles per gallon. Right now I'm going to go inside, get freshened up, and get back on the road. I was on the highway driving, and one of my buddies, Brandon Cisco, I see pull up beside me and he starts waving at me. So we pulled up over here at this gas station, and he was in Havasu. He went to pick up all this sheet metal parts. He builds Chevys and crew cabs and stuff. He's got a Porterbuilt chassis over here in the middle, all the goodies, and it's just pretty funny. So he started waving at me and I was like, all right, let's pull over. I've got a bunch of fuel, so I'm not gonna fuel up right now. But let's see what time it is. All right, it's 11:43 p.m. So we're gonna keep driving. morning. So just woke up. Gonna let her warm up. On the road we go.
Yesterday, I met up last night. I randomly bumped into Cisco on the highway, and that's Brandon Cisco. Cisco's Fab. I've known him for years, and I'm like, hey, where are you going? And he's like, well, I'm headed to Austin. I'm like, okay, how far are you going on 20? He's like, I'm going to San Antonio, which is about 600 miles. So I said, let's run together. Just it's always smarter to run with somebody else. So we ran together last night. We both ended up pulling over, stayed at the same hotel, stayed in the same room. And then this morning we headed out. Right now we're on the way through Texas, and we're about to be in Fort Stockton, and he just blew a tire. So the outer bead exploded. I thought he ran something over because it shot at my truck, and then he pulls over and the outer bead exploded, but the tire's still holding air. So right now we're doing like 40, trying to get to the next exit. We're gonna swap the tire out, but this is part of road tripping. Also, whenever you do good karma, that means you're stacking up some karma for the bank, and that's always a good thing. All right, tires changed. Time to get back on the highway. I just got to Burleson, Texas, or actually I've been here for like an hour or so, but we're here. See, we got the AC pumping, and some of you might recognize this house. This guy's got some pretty cool Fords. So I'm gonna stay here tonight. Might show you guys some of the stuff here. Not sure if he wants it or not. Just got her parked up for the night. Now, let's get some sleep. Well, good morning, everybody. So, last night, I stayed over here with my buddy. Right now, waking up early, gotta hit the road. Her started up. Got about 18 hours to go till I get home.
guys, I was driving on I-20 through West Monroe, so figured I have to come to Skyjacker, see if they got a fresh sticker for me. Alright guys, so now we're here in the back and we found Evan. What up?
What's up?
So you were just telling me that you've been working on this here Jeep for the last month?
Yeah, about a month, give or take, maybe a couple.
So what all do you have going on? We're here at Skyjacker, as they know, and this is the R&D building where all the cool stuff gets done.
This is where all the fun activities are. But yeah, this is a Jeep. This is a 2005 Jeep Wrangler LJ. It was my dad's LJ when I was a kid. So
oh, no kidding.
Sale, so I had to buy it. I mean, you can't pass that up. And so we pretty much ripped everything out from under it, cut off all the brackets, designed a brand new long arm kit with a new subframe, triangulated the rear uppers. We built some coilover towers with the brace.
So you're going to be offering this?
Yes.
Dude.
Yeah, it'll be a production kit.
Oh man,
Yep.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a Jeep guy, but I'm sure the guys that are watching are like, what?
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's super nice. The geometry is going to be really great, and especially for rock crawling, it's going to perform really well.
So can I assume, since you're starting on the Jeeps, it means later we're going to get some F-150 stuff probably like this,
Oh,
like
yeah.
some Denside?
Oh yeah. Well, and that's part of the experiment too. It's like this is like these coilover towers are like some builder parts basically.
Okay.
Uh,
Like, these are the
like-
same coilovers I put on Gold Dust.
Yep. They're just valved a little lighter for the Jeep application and different spring rates.
Very cool.
Same. And like the rear towers, those will be universal towers. We Frenched them into the frame. You can see how the frame's cut out and they're Frenched in.
That's so nice.
So these will offer universal, and they'll come like this long,
Okay.
and then you just cut them to where you need them and weld them where you want them. Whether
That's
that's on
awesome.
top of the frame, Frenched in, or however that goes. A little bit of builder parts, and like this rear axle truss too on the back. That's kind of a universal for a Dana 60.
Yep. Oh, that's cool. A lot of people are going to love this because
Yeah.
now you don't have to figure everything out. You just
Yep.
call one place, get everything you need.
And then the subframe, you get it bolted on, or you can weld it on if you want to too. And then that basically locates, the links and the geometry, and then you just go from there on the axle side.
That's so cool. Was that paint originally like that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
So what I'll do is,
Wrap
once
it.
we finish it, what I'm actually going to do is get this painted.
Okay.
To match.
That'll be really nice.
Yeah. We were thinking about wrapping, but then it was like, it'd been hard to match from paint.
Yeah, you'd have to rewrap all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to play into the heritage and didn't want to rewrap all it because the
And
doors.
You're probably never going to get rid of it now.
No, probably not. And I still have the half doors over here, and they're still pristine. So it's like I don't want to cover any of it up. I'll just paint
Oh,
the parts to match.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
those are the half doors to go on it.
Gosh, that is so cool.
But it's just cool because that specific Jeep was the first Jeep I ever had off-road memories in. And so it's like when
Yeah,
it came
now you
up
got
for
her
sale,
back.
It's like, man, it's just a cool full circle moment.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
And the cage, everything is exactly how it was. You're just doing suspension.
Yeah, basically just suspension and exterior stuff.
Nice. Dude, that is super cool. And then for the guys that might not know about this Bronco, could you tell us about it?
Man, that is a long list of full-on custom everything on this one. It's basically dialed to go run to Baja or go rock crawl any trail you want to in the country.
Like legitimately, this has been everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's been everywhere. It's been on its side a couple times, but all that's been, fixed up. But yeah, you could go run Baja with this, literally go run the Bora race with it, or go rock crawl any trail. And it's as custom as it could be. I believe we stretched it 10 inches right in here, so it's actually the body is stretched on it, and longer wheelbase. And I think the wheelbase is 104-ish. It's either 104 or 106-inch wheelbase.
Gosh.
And
This
this
is
build
so
was
cool.
done probably, 8-10 years ago now.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching, because you had this out years ago at Ultimate Adventure.
Yep, Ultimate Adventure. And it's got a 427 motor in it. It's like 650 horsepower and torque.
Gosh, this thing is so cool.
Full custom built roll cage, custom dash. It's about as custom as you can go.
Oh yeah. It's funny because most people, when they're thinking Skyjacker, they just start thinking like the old school stuff. They don't realize like you really build stuff and push it straight to the limit. Like,
well, that's the point, right? I mean, if we're out there just abusing our stuff and it can hold it, then like that 6-inch kit on your truck, you know, no problem.
yeah. And I mean, you're building that to go thrash it at Ultimate Adventure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a SEMA Jeep, but we're taking it wheeling. It ain't
Hell
just
yeah.
gonna sit in the booth for its life.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. It might be scratched up and dinged up at SEMA, but that's the fun part.
I mean, it's gonna have earned
It shows use.
Yeah, it's earned. It's not like it's because, oh well, we were pulling it into the garage and my sister. Yeah, no.
My dad took a Jeep back in the day. I think it was his old XJ, and it had like, you know, scratches and rock gashes all in it, and they did like band-aids all on the
Oh, I love
every
that.
one, and like what trail it happened on and all that for a SEMA booth one year.
That is really funny.
Yeah.
Well, we're just gonna do a quick pop in and pop out. Appreciate you guys being here.
Absolutely, man.
And for any of you guys, if you're wanting to buy any Skyjacker stuff, make sure you use my code FORDERA10. Everything's available. They got the coolest merch, obviously great parts, and they fit right on. I use them on all my trucks. So I got like 14-ish hours. Back on the road we go.
So we are back on the highway, cruising. Got 1,016 miles to go till I'm home, which means that I'll be home in the morning if I don't stop driving. So let's go. Back in Miami. This is kind of crazy. So Miami to Chicago, Chicago to Santa Monica, Santa Monica back to Miami. We went to Phoenix, back to SoCal, and then, but last week Friday I was in Newport Beach, and now we're here in Miami Beach. I mean, this is just pretty cool. So I'm really excited to see the kids. Been gone for a month. I left on June 3rd and it is July 3rd. So yeah. Who's beeping?
Daddy!
Yoey!
Daddy, can I go to show with you in the night?
Yeah.
Yay!
Dodo!
Are you driving?
Come in, I'm coming in.
Video.
So Viva, you were telling me that you didn't see the truck all finished like this. You only saw it when it was brown and small.
Yeah.
Do you want to check it out?
I know how it works.
You saw me screw that on?
Yeah, I also.
My truck, Dovey? You want to go inside?
I also saw.
You want to go in the back? Do you guys know? What? How do you know that?
Because I saw. Mommy don't feel alone, right?
Oh, you can climb up?
I can't. Now it's hot.
Oh yeah. I can pick you guys up.
Yeah.
Here, Viva, hold this.
Beaver.
Here, Viva, hold this.
we need to start unpacking. I'm helping you unpack, Tati. Tati, who are you thinking of this?
So I'm home, and I knew I wouldn't be able to get all of this out without writing it down. So again, I jotted my words down, and after everything, after every mile, every breakdown, every late night, every beautiful road, every Route 66 stop, every friend who helped us along the way, Brownie and I made it back to Miami. I left home on June 3rd. We shipped Brownie from Miami all the way to Joliet, Illinois, where we kicked things off at Hot Rod Power Tour and officially started our Route 66 journey. Over the next 5 days, we completed Hot Rod Power Tour, and then we kept going. We pointed the 78 F-150 4x4 towards the Mother Road and set out to drive historic Route 66 all the way from Illinois to Santa Monica, California. And somehow, with a lot of prayer, a lot of patience, and a lot of amazing friends, and a whole lot of help, we did it. We completed the entirety of Route 66 in 11 days in Brownie on 35s with its original 351 and C6 transmission. No fancy modern swap, no perfect show truck, just an old Ford, a dream, and a road. I've wanted to drive for a very long time, and I know we keep saying we because this wasn't just me. This happened because of all of you watching, commenting, sharing, supporting, encouraging me, and pushing me to keep going. It happened because of the friends who showed up when things got hard. It happened because of the sponsors who believed in this crazy idea and made the Mother Road Run possible. We used every bit of Peak and Amsoil we had to keep Brownie alive. The trip would not have been the same without the retro sound stereo, the vintage air blowing cold, the KC lights leading the way, the Mickey Thompson tires, the Beltec support, Autometal Direct, jacked up trucks, and everyone who helped bring this whole thing together. Route 66 tested us. Brownie had fuel issues almost the entire way. We limped it through, made it to Santa Monica, and then kept going. Another 450 miles to Apache Junction, Arizona, where Cole and Gerald at CW Customs squeezed me in and helped me get the truck sorted. They redid the fuel lines, added fuel filters, an electric fuel pump, and got us back on the road. Then we headed back to SoCal for the F100 Western Nationals, which was an amazing time. I hit the quarantine cruise in Huntington Beach, Pomona swap meet, caught up with some friends, and even made a deal with Scotto on his Bullnose B150. Then it was finally time to hit the road, the long road home. From Long Beach, California to my house in Miami was 2,756 miles. I started heading east, made it back to Apache Junction, and Brownie decided we weren't done fighting yet. This time it was heat. Cole and Gerald got me in the shop again, put in a new radiator, a 180-degree thermostat, and fixed the main bearing gasket so I wasn't dumping oil the whole way home. And once that was done, Brownie finally started acting like Brownie. The truck was running better, the vintage air was cold, the retro sound was playing, the Solus Innovation 60-gallon fuel cell was getting put to work, and all I had to do was log miles. I drove to El Paso and slept for the night. The next day I made it to Burleson, Texas, outside of Fort Worth, and after that I stopped by Skyjacker since I was passing through, and then just kept pushing east. Rest stops, gas stops, long roads, little naps, and a lot of thinking. And on July 3rd, after 6,313 total miles, I made it home. I missed Father's Day. I missed my 11-year anniversary with my amazing wife, Lisa, but I made it home in time for my 33rd birthday on July 5th. And I can't even explain how good it felt to pull into the driveway. Being gone from the family for a month is hard. FaceTime helps, but it's not the same. It's not the same as being home, hugging your kids, taking them to the park, being with the fam and the wife, and just being present. So I need to say this publicly. Thank you to my wife. Thank you, Lisa, for letting me chase these wild dreams, for holding everything down at home, for supporting me even when the dreams are crazy, stressful, expensive, and probably make no sense to most people. I love you and I'm so grateful for you. I set out to do something that felt almost impossible. Drive Route 66, film it, share it, celebrate the Mother Road, celebrate old trucks, celebrate America, celebrate the people, the places that still make this country so special. And now I'm sitting here, back in Brownie, in the driveway, a few days later, and honestly, I love this truck even more than I did before. I'm pretty sure the motor is blown and needs to get rebuilt because something's definitely wrong in there, but for now I'm just happy. Happy we made it, happy I'm home, happy this old Ford did what it did, Happy I got to share the whole adventure with all of you. So now I want to know, what did you think of the series? What was your favorite part? Would you ever attempt something like this? And if you missed any of it, go back and watch the journey, because this was one of the craziest, most meaningful things I've ever done. And the crazy part is we're not even done. Gator, my 77 F-150 4x4, is finished and started to be driven again. Might even sell it. Snickers needs to get wrapped up. Gold Dust, Clyde, Thunder SVT, all coming up. Right now, I just need to go enjoy. There's a lot coming. I'm excited for what's next. But this chapter is complete. Brownie made it home. The Mother Road run is done. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you to God for giving me this life. Thank you to my family for letting me live it. Thank you to my sponsors for believing in it. Thank you to my friends for helping me survive it. Thank you to every single one of you for watching and being part of it. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.